CentralValleyTalk.com.
And we are back talking business on CentralValleyTalk.com. I'm Mike Scott, and right now we're going to talk about a subject of a lot of interest. I know a lot of you are interested in because of the bad air quality we have here in the valley. This is Destiny Rodriguez, who is with the Central California Asthma Collaborative, which is a mouthful.
Yes.
How are you?
Good, doing well, thank you.
Thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Air quality is awful. You said you yourself just had to go to the doctor.
Yeah, I myself even had to go to the doctor just to make sure that I wasn't developing asthma, because I've been getting a lot of the symptoms lately, and I know we've had a lot of bad air quality, and I just wanted to make sure that I was healthy and advocating what I do.
So what is it that you do?
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. Well, the Central California Asthma Collaborative, we're a newly formed nonprofit. We've been around for a couple of years now, and we have two programs currently that we are working on.
Okay.
The first program is the Asthma Impact Model. It's a program where we have program coordinators go into the homes of children with severe asthma, and they try to do assessments in the home to see if there are triggers in the home that may be causing the asthma, because we're finding that indoor air quality does have an effect just like outdoor air quality does.
How do you find these kids, first of all?
Well, most of these, the patients that we have are through Clinica Sierra Vista. We would like to try to broaden that, but right now we're just focusing on those patients within Fresno County for that program. The other program that we do is more on a regional level, and that's something that we collaborate with the San Joaquin Valley Air District with.
Okay.
And what that is called is the Healthy Air Living Schools program. And it's a really great program because, first of all, it's on a regional level, so it's not just Fresno County, but all the 8 counties in the San Joaquin Valley. And also, the program is more geared to schools and to children. Now, with that program, we have 3 components. The first being the air quality flag component, which I'm sure many people have seen the air quality flags flying around schools and different things like that in the community.
Are there different colored flags? Or?
Yes, they're the different colored flags. Green is for good, yellow is for moderate. Actually, today we're having a yellow flag day, so today would be moderate. Orange is for unhealthy, for sensitive groups, people with asthma or respiratory problems. Red is basically unhealthy for everyone, and we have been having a lot of red days in the last few weeks. And then purple is unhealthy for everyone. So
you always hear that the valley is like a big bathtub, and that air gets trapped in here in certain times of the year, like now, and the pollution can't get out.
Yes.
And you see the result all the time.
Yes, I experience it myself. Driving around the valley. And it's funny too because the air quality actually changes throughout the day, and that's something that we also advocate in this program for the Healthy Air Living Schools. And the other component of that is RAN, which is the Real-Time Air Advisory Network. And with that, you can sign up on valleyair.org, receive RAN notifications hourly, which basically you get a notification once the air quality is unhealthy. So
hourly?
Yes.
On your phone?
Yes, you can get on your phone, or you can get it via email, however you prefer. I get text messages on my phone, and I get emails as well, letting me know when the air is severely unhealthy. And it's a great program for schools because this way administrators can make more informed decisions on physical activity as it pertains to air quality outside for the kids.
They keep the kids indoors if it's too bad?
If it's a really bad air day, yes. But also with our program, we try to encourage physical activity. So that we do offer suggested guidelines and alternative activities indoors that the children can do. So they still get physical activity without being exposed to the bad air outside.
What can they do indoors? Run around the classroom?
Basically, yeah, there's a few different ones, but mostly, yeah, it's mostly just different types of activities that they can do, and running around the desk is not really like one of them, but it's similar to that, yes.
Those poor teachers out there, man, they are not paid enough.
Yeah, so.
All right. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you, but the last component of the program is the no idling, and that has to do with that we're finding more information about idling in the valley.
Idling meaning your car?
Yes, idling your car.
Okay.
So we found that 4 minutes of idling actually equals 1 mile of drive time air pollution. So we're trying to educate, inform, and encourage parents not to idle. So part of the program is that we have these no idling signs, and we have the schools place them up to try to encourage parents not to idle and trying to educate them on what their actions have. It's a big impact for all
You mean
of
if they're
us.
sitting there waiting for their child at the school and they're just idling their car?
Yes, and that's
Turn the engine off.
Exactly. Just turn the engine off. Even when you go to the drive-through, and before I started working with CCAC, I was, subject to that too. I would, go through the drive-through, get my food, and leave, and not ever really knowing that I was contributing to all this bad air quality. So now that I'm informed about it, I will park my car, go inside, and then come back out, just so that I don't idle.
Do you know San Luis Obispo has no drive-throughs?
Really?
All of their fast food restaurants, you have to go inside. There's no drive-throughs for exactly that reason.
What a concept.
Air quality. I like it. I like it.
I like it too.
I want to go back to something that you mentioned earlier
Sure.
in our interview about triggers that you might find
Yes.
in a home that might trigger asthma in children. What are some of those triggers? What should
Sure.
folks watch out for?
Well,
Chemicals?
Chemicals, yes. Cleaning products. A lot of cleaning
Cleaning
products,
products.
sometimes tend to have triggers for different children. So it depends on the individual child. It could be they could have a strong reaction to a cleaning product, or also the little plugins and things like that. That can be a trigger as well.
That throw out the scent, you mean?
Yeah, the very strong fragrances and
Right.
scents can also be a trigger for asthma.
Those can affect your pets too, by the way.
Yes, and then speaking of pets, we can go into the animal dander, things like that. If you don't give your dogs or cats like a bath every once in a while, sometimes a dander, that can be a trigger for children.
Sure.
Also, vacuuming, making sure that you vacuum regularly in the house. That's a great way to reduce a child's asthma, because dust and different types of things that get into the carpet, it can also cause an asthma reaction.
Yeah. If I don't vacuum as often as I should, when I finally do, I'm amazed at what comes out of that carpet. And I'm like, I've been walking around on that.
Yeah.
And kids are down there crawling on that. Ugh.
Yeah, so, and it's just basically, different things like that. And then also, if you have problems with pests, such as mice or rats or roaches, things like that, droppings and those things, they're big asthma triggers too, so.
Okay. How can folks get a hold of you, and who should get a hold of you?
Well, anybody that basically has a general interest in asthma or would like more information about our organization, we're always looking for volunteers. We have an event that we put on annually. We just did our first event last year,
I love the name of it.
and it's called the Bubble Walk.
The Bubble Walk.
For asthma awareness. And basically, we went in with that idea of that we wanted to have children not being able to struggle to blow a bubble. That was the whole theme. You shouldn't struggle to blow a bubble. And that's where the whole Bubble Walk idea came from. And it was a really great event. We had about 200 people that came out, and it was our first one, and we definitely want to keep it going for the next year. So if anybody has any interest in participating or vending at that event, we would love to hear from you.
Website, phone number?
And our website is centralcalasthma.org, or they can call us at 559-272-4874.
You shouldn't have to struggle to blow a bubble.
Yeah.
I like that. Destiny, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Destiny Rodriguez with the Central California Asthma Collaborative here on CentralValleyTalk.com.